This is 2025 FOREX Trading Empire Mentorship Program Lecture 9. The topic for this lecture is Market Section. In this lecture, we'll be discussing about market section. We'll be talking about the major market section because depending on the currency, a currency can never remain volatile every time. There's a specific times where a currency is best traded on. So understanding those times where it's best traded on, which is going to be the major market time of that currency pair. Understanding that major time is understanding the market section. Mainly we have major sections, which is well known, which are the London section from 2 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the time which is going to be used in this lecture or throughout the 2025 mentorship program is the New York Standard Time. We'll be using New York Standard Time because it kind of helps it's much easier for me to talk about the general time which everybody do use. So we'll be sticking to New York time. So the London section, 2 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the London section. New York section, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have the Tokyo section, 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the Sydney section, 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, these are the four major sections, which in some websites or in some trading mentors, they'll tell we have three major sections, which is the London section, the New York section. And if you notice, the Tokyo section and the Sydney section is quite the same. The Sydney section is still inside the Tokyo section, so it's all classified under the Asian section. It's being classified under the Asian section. So we have the London section, the New York section, and the Asian section. Now, depending on the currency you actually trade on, that is going to determine on which section you should focus on. If you're trading a pair that has like a pair that has an Asian section pair, like the JPY pairs, if you're trading the JPY pairs, you'll be paying attention to the Tokyo section and the Sydney section. If you're trading the Australian dollar, you'll be paying attention to the, if you're trading to the AUD, the Australian currency, you'll be paying attention to the Sydney section. And if you're trading New Zealand, if you're trading New Zealand dollar, you'll be paying attention to the Tokyo and the Sydney section. It depends on the currency. So understanding currency correlation is very important. Understanding that when you're trading currency pair like Euro USD, you have no reason to trade it during the Asian section. Euro is mostly traded during the London and the New York section. So they have two quoted pairs. So if you're trading any pair that has been correlated with the Euro, you know that you're focusing on the London section too. And if you're trading like the Euro JPY, you know that your two major sections is going to be the London section and the Asian section. So you can see how you can correlate it. Understanding the correlation of those currency pair based off their section is very important, very, very important, because it helps you to seek out the daily low or the daily high of the day. Now, during those time, during that London section, during the New York section, during the Tokyo section, and during the Sydney section, there's a specific Q zones, which is very important. Understanding those market Q zones helps you to know the specific time for you to seek for setup or look for setup or wait for your setups. So the market Q zone, which will be used in this 2025 mentorship program, is the London section Q zone. The London section Q zone is from the 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the London close Q zone, which is the 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So the opening of the London section, there's a 3-hour Q zone, and the closing of the London section, there's a 2-hour Q zone. So understanding this Q zone, these are the times where we look for our setups. We're going to go into specific micro times, but knowing the broad 3-hour time, the opening of the London section, and the closing 2-hour time of the London section. Next is the New York section Q zone, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's the first section. 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Asian section Q zone, 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, during this New York Q zone, the 7 a.m. to the 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, these are the times where we look for our setups. And the same thing goes to the Asian section Q zone from the 8 p.m. to the 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So going into this chart, we're going to go to the chart and I'll be showing you how to set your trading view settings to set it at New York Standard Time so that it can be easy for you to track the time. And going further during your practices, you focus on those Q zones and those market sections depending on the currency you choose on trading. So at this point, I think you've already picked out the currency pair you'll be focusing on. Try to start from one currency pair. You might start from the dollar index because the whole currency is well correlated to the dollar index. You might start from the dollar index or a currency pair correlated with the dollar index, which I think 85% of the currency pair is correlated to the dollar index. So let's go to the chart. So on your trading view, you take your mouse to the right hand side. You see where to set your time. You just click to the time. Normally in every trading view, there's a time depending on the time that you're actually using. So you just toggle through the time and you look for New York section. So you click to New York section. Due to daylight savings and in order for you to stay correlated with the time zone, just use New York section. So you click it to the New York. As you click it to the New York, your time will be set at New York Standard Time, New York Eastern Standard Time. So your chart will be very and well ready and can be easily correlated with the section time I just explained. So that's all for this lecture. We'll talk about section time later on further lectures, but I think this is the basic things you need to know about section. We'll talk about individual market section and individual currency market section and how to correlate it and learn how to use it. So that's all for this lecture. See you guys in the next lecture.